The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that, in the tumultuous aftermath of Ridge's death, the characters' relationships and personal choices have become even more complex and dramatic. In recent episodes, Brooke and Carter have grown closer as they grieve the loss of a loved one. Here's a detailed breakdown of the heated developments surrounding the couple, from their personal motivations to the unintended consequences of their decisions that threaten to upend the entire Forrester's household. After Ridge's passing, the atmosphere in the Forrester's household has become heavy with sadness and loss. Ridge was not only the breadwinner, but also the source of spiritual support for everyone. When Ridge died, Brooke, who had been deeply attached to him for many years, and Carter, who also had a complicated relationship with Ridge, were both left alone and heartbroken. This sense of loss creates a spiritual bond between Brooke and Carter, who now seem to find solace only in sharing their grief. Despite knowing that Ridge is in pain, Brooke and Carter still harbor the hope that, through their connection, they can create a form of healing for their relationship with Ridge despite Ridge's passing. This not only shows their deep loyalty and affection for Ridge, but also reassures themselves that the great man's memory will live on through their actions. However, this very healing also contains a contradiction when one wonders whether Brooke and Carter's closeness is truly a tribute to Ridge or an escape from their true pain. While Brooke and Carter's commitment to each other may provide temporary comfort to those grieving, there's no denying that their next move could have unintended consequences. As the two begin to spend more time together and develop a rapport, the line between emotional comfort and a romantic relationship becomes blurred. In this context, their actions could hurt not only themselves, but also the characters around them, especially those who are still closely connected to Ridge. Bill, along with the rest of the family, values the unity and stability of the Forresters. However, if Brooke and Carter continue to deepen their intimate relationship, it will pose a major threat to the family's cohesion. Not only will this newfound romance complicate the relationships between the members, it could also open up a chain of internal conflicts, making Ridge's memories controversial and divisive. Brooke, who once lived a great love with Ridge, is now still searching for her own identity and stability after the shock of loss. Her loneliness is not only the sadness of Ridge's death, but also the emptiness in her heart when she has not found someone to walk with. The relationship with Carter can be an opportunity for Brooke to find faith and love again, but at the same time, it can be a trap if these new feelings are simply a temporary replacement. Carter, who had a complicated relationship with Hope, is also on the threshold of a new phase in his life. When Hope dumps Carter, he will be forced to accept his single status, which means facing a life without the other half who once helped him balance his work and personal feelings. This makes it easier for Carter to turn to Brooke as a source of comfort, thereby making the relationship between the two even deeper and more inseparable. One important factor that cannot be overlooked is the relationship between Carter and Hope, a link that is inherently tied to power and control within Forrester Creations. With Carter wanting to return FC to the Forresters, his relationship with Hope is facing severe challenges. The possible separation will not only change the power structure, but also deeply affect Carter personally. If the relationship with Hope collapses, Carter will have an easier time turning to Brooke, which will not only change the management structure, but also make the relationships between family members more complicated. Brooke and Carter have been spending a lot of time together lately. Their glances, their gestures, and the way they talk to each other all show a chemistry that is hard to hide. This is not only felt by those around them, but also creates clear signs for the audience that their relationship is moving in a romantic direction. They are both sharing private moments where the loneliness and pain of the past gradually fade away to give way to new and passionate feelings. In the emotional storm after Ridge's death, Brooke and Carter find each other as lonely souls looking for comfort. Their shared grief creates a common emotional foundation where they can share everything without fear of being judged. As the two of them get through the long nights of tears and lonely hours together, They gradually build a special bond that transcends the boundaries of traditional friendship and enters the path of romantic love. One of the most remarkable aspects of Brooke and Carter's relationship is the speed with which their feelings develop. Unlike other slow, agonizing relationships, there is a special connection between the two, a love that comes suddenly and intensely. As they begin to realize that they can be each other's comfort in the storm of their souls, they no longer hesitate to act on their feelings. The passion and enthusiasm spread quickly, making this relationship compelling and irresistible, even though it may mean breaking up old relationships and destroying Carter and Ridge's friendship. Although Ridge is gone, his influence still resonates deeply in the hearts of those who knew and loved him. Ridge was not just a father, a husband, and a friend, but also a symbol of love and resilience that people will always cherish. As Brooke and Carter move deeper into their new relationship, Ridge, even though he is just a memory, will always be present like a haunting ghost, making their every move all the more painful. Recently, Carter and Ridge have begun to try to resolve their previous disagreements. However, any move Carter makes towards Brooke risks causing an irreparable shock to his friendship with Ridge. If Carter chooses a new path of love with Brooke, his relationship with Ridge will be seriously threatened. Ridge, with all the memories and feelings he has for him, will certainly feel betrayed and hurt, thereby causing their friendship to break forever. Carter and Brooke's move into a romantic relationship may bring comfort to both, but at the same time, it will cause irreparable damage to Ridge. The internal conflicts, the struggle between loyalty to the past and current feelings will cause both Carter and Ridge to face severe psychological consequences. Ridge, though physically gone, lives on in the minds and hearts of those who loved him, and any change in Carter and Brooke's relationship could cause that memory to be deeply hurt. Brooke, after losing the man she once loved dearly, is now facing a great void in her heart. She is not only looking for comfort, but also hoping to rebuild her faith in love after such a deep hurt. Her relationship with Carter gives Brooke the feeling of being understood and shared, which she longs for in her lonely and painful days. However, along with that hope, Brooke is also facing the fear that her new love may not be strong enough to erase all memories of Ridge, and that her decisions may lead to unforeseen consequences. Carter, who is on the verge of becoming single, is also looking for a way out for himself after the conflicts of the past. Wanting to return FC to the Forresters was not only a professional decision, but also an expression of a desire for change, a turning point in his career and personal life. The combination of sadness, work pressure, and the desire for freedom pushed Carter closer to Brooke, making him feel that, with her, he could find a new future, even if it meant breaking up old relationships. Although Ridge is no longer present in life, his image and values continue to have a profound impact on people. Ridge is a symbol of true love, sacrifice, and loyalty, which both Brooke and Carter once aspired to. As Brooke and Carter's new relationship gradually blossoms, Ridge's image will always be present as an insurmountable standard, making every decision they make always be compared to the memory of a great man. This not only creates immeasurable psychological pressure for Carter, but also makes Brooke feel responsible for honoring Ridge's memory, thereby causing this new love to always fall into a conflict between the past and the present. The relationship between Carter and Ridge is at risk of being broken when Carter begins to delve deeper into his new relationship with Brooke. Ridge, even though it is just a memory, will always be someone Carter cherished and learned from. Any move Carter makes, if not carefully considered, could permanently destroy the friendship he has formed with Ridge. This would not only cause emotional damage to those who are still alive, but would also complicate the relationship between generations in the Forresters family. Brooke and Carter's new relationship will not only affect their personal lives, but it could also spill over and impact the work environment and power at Forrester Creations. With Carter moving away from his relationship with Hope, This change will not only unbalance the corporation, but could also lead to new power struggles. Carter's upcoming decisions will not only shape his own future, but will also have a major impact on the stability of the Forrester's family that Ridge has built and protected.